Alright, you read the title. I'm here in 2K14. I'm going to be reversing NBA history. What does that mean? Well, we're going to sit in 2025, except the draft classes will be reversed. So Cooper Flag is going to come into the league next season, and guys like Embiid will be towards the end instead of being towards the beginning. In case y'all forgot how the rosters look, here are the Heat, back-to-back champions. Here are the Spurs who are about to win, Lakers. Here are the Knicks, Celtics, Cavs, the Rose and the Bulls. But yeah, let's get right into it. Question of the day, y'all. Who has the best chance to beat OKC in the final? Well, actually, no. I'll say in the playoffs as a whole, because if they make the finals, they're not losing to a team from the East. So what team has the best chance to beat OKC in the playoffs? Spurs, obviously, their win looked convincing. The Nuggets, I'd also give them a good shot because the Nuggets and the Lakers, honestly, they've impressed me this season. But what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. And of course, while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. On the road to 10K subs. 2014 is done. LeBron's the MVP. We'll look at most of these awards at the end. Same with All-NBA. It's the first year, so honestly the Heat should win. And they do. It was actually Heat and Spurs just like in real life, and the Heat prevail, unlike in real life. Repeat, shout out LeBron. But now is when it gets good because we head into the offseason where guys are about to be drafted. So the Sixers actually drafted Cooper Flag. We'll see where the other rookies went at the end of the season. T-Max on this team at a 70 overall. 14-15, let's go. KD is the MVP. Con Knoopel is actually Rookie of the Year. Pretty sure he's like the current favorite for Rookie of the Year this year in real life. But our boy Cooper Flag could not win Rookie of the Year. This is rookie first team though. 2015 playoffs, who will prevail? The Rockets do. They beat the Heat, who can't four-peat. That would have been wild. Dwight Howard, Jeremy Lin, Chandler Parsons, and Harden knock off the three-time defending champions. Jeremy Lin finals MVP. Imagine that. Kobe retires from the Spurs. That's quite something. The reigning finals MVP goes to Memphis. That's an interesting free agent decision. This is how the Grizzlies look now. Carmelo joins the Heat. That's crazy. Like it was supposed to be in real life. It's LeBron, Wade, and Carmelo. Chris Bosh is here too, but the Heat have retooled after losing to the Rockets. 15-16 season. LeBron MVP again. Ricochet is Rookie of the Year on the Lakers. Jeremy Lin goes from Finals MVP to six-man. Edie went to the Magic. Castle went to the Suns. Sarr went to the Jazz. Cooper Flag made third team. Shout out to him. Oh, and we actually made the playoffs this year as the 8th seed. Heat were up top with 60. The 76ers are at 40. We went 40 and 42. Shout out to them. Now for the playoffs. Don't expect much, of course. But let's see who will prevail. Will the Heat, who of course, retooled with Carmelo, will they go and win again? No, they won't. The Cavaliers win the championship. That would be disastrous for LeBron if the Cavs were to have beat him when he was a member of the Heat. The Big Four cannot beat Kyrie, who went and dropped 40 in their Game 7. Shout out Anthony Bennett with 12 and 10. And then they went and beat the Timberwolves. Kevin Love and Derek Williams with Ricky Rubio there. He had 15 assists, but it was not enough. Just like in real life, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 2016 champions, but no LeBron. T-Mac retires after one last playoff loss. The Pelicans top the power rankings. They got Holiday, AD, Eric Gordon, and Tyreek Evans, so you could call that a big four. Paul George still here losing on the Pacers. Jazz could be building something here. We shall see. These are the defending champs. Loaded roster they have. 16-17 season. The reigning finals MVP. Kyrie Irving is MVP. Wemby went to the Nets, and so he wins Rookie of the Year. He also wins DPOY in his first season, and he makes first team All-NBA as a rookie. Shout out Amen Thompson, also making first team All-Defense. He went to the Hawks. We squeaked into the playoffs again as the 8th seed. We're playing Chicago this time. Miami is down at 3. Defending champs are 2. Who did they beat? I think it was Minnesota. They're down at 7. How do the playoffs go this year? We lose in 7 in the first round. At least we made it interesting. The Nuggets win the 2017 championship. The GOAT Ty Lawson does it again. 30 and 11 in Game 7. Who's this dude? Jordan Hamilton? Honestly, never heard of him. Marshawn Brooks. Most of these people I don't know, honestly, except for JaVale McGee and Nate Robinson. This dude, I think he was on the Blazers at one point. But hey, shout out to the Nuggets. They beat Otto Porter, Bradley Beal, and John Wall. We went 7 with the Bulls, so that's cool, I guess. 18-6-6 for Cooper Flag. Not very good shooting, though. Ty Lawson is Finals MVP. Doc Rivers retires as Spurs coach. That is quite something. These are the Nuggets, by the way. Was Iguodala here? No, he wasn't. He was in the Warriors. Was in Golden State, but he goes and comes back to Denver now after they won the championship. Meanwhile, most of these guys are in the 70s, so how they won, no idea, but hey, they won. Clippers also haven't won yet, but that's not a surprise. They're the Clippers. Charlotte does what Charlotte does, and our two best players are 94 and 87, but we've peaked as the 8th seed. We'll see what happens this year. 17-18. Kevin Durant, 2018 MVP. Paolo is Rookie of the Year. He went to the Mavericks. Dwight Howard is DPOY, so Wemby doesn't have a full takeover like that. Dwight Howard has something to say say about it. And he replaces him on first team All-NBA. All right, Dwight. Howard went to the Mavs. Jalen Williams went to the Lakers. Chet Holmgren went to the Knicks. Thunder at 59 wins. Jazz at 57. We had 45. 2018 playoffs, we get swept in the first round. That is tough. And the Thunder will win the championship, beating the Cleveland Cavaliers. KD and Russ get their ring. 108-106 win in Game 5. Jazz ended up losing in the second round, so that's tough for them. The Heat lost to the 8th seed Wizards. That's crazy. They have not won a thing since Carmelo's been there. KD gets his ring though, Finals MVP. Pelicans are still #1, but we haven't seen them do anything. Oh, Finals MVP Ty Lawson went and joined the Bulls. John Wall joins the Clippers. Chris Paul is gone though. We'll see if John Wall and Blake Griffin can get the job done. Carmelo's gone from Miami. What a shame. Paul George goes to the Knicks. This could be something. They also got Scotty Barnes here. This Lakers team's looking nice as well. They got Franz Wagner as well. Edie Oladipo, Vucevic, and the Magic with Tobias Harris. Wembanyama and Darren Williams, they're the duo there. Carmelo went to Detroit. That's hilarious. Should have been drafted by them, but he goes and signs with them. DeMarcus Cousins is here with Harden on the Rockets. This is quite a big four here in San Antonio. Dwight Howard, Kawhi, Brandon Jennings, and Evan Mobley, who was drafted here. These are how the Warriors are looking. Obviously not dominating like they did in real life. No KD. 18-19 season. KD is a 2019 MVP. Jalen Johnson is Rookie of the Year on the Pacers. Sar 6th Man of the Year. Shout out to him. Wemby back to DPOY. Shout out Jalen Johnson for making second team. Paolo is there on third team. Another drafted player, of course. And I'm pretty sure we've seen everybody already. Oh, except for Cade. He went to the Mavericks. Don't think we saw him. Philadelphia's 4 seed this time. They have home court. That's a big thing. And the Heat actually get all the way to the finals and win the championship. The first year Carmelo is gone, they get back to winning. So I think it's pretty clear what the problem was. Chris Bosh went 1 for 7, but it did not matter. They beat the Pelicans, who do get out of the Western Conference. Props to them, but they're no match for the Miami Heat without number 7 stopping the ball. Shout out to the Raptors making Game 7 of the conference final. Mario Chalmers Finals MVP. You'll love to see it. If you know, you know. You know what? Post in the comments, I know, if you know. If you watch my videos though, you know that him and Ty Lawson are the 2 greatest point guards in NBA history. D Wade retires off that ring. Knicks start the season #1 in the power rankings with Paul George. Oh, Cooper Flag left the Sixers. My goodness, look at the Heat roster now. Finals MVP is only a 66 overall. What is this? Cooper Flag went to Wemby's Nets. Surely this is their year now. I haven't seen any roster that I think can hang with them. The Pelicans, they got smoked by the Heat, so I don't know. Going into the 1920 season, and so maybe nonsense will happen. Halliburton is here with Curry on the Warriors. KD's MVP again. LaMelo is Rookie of the Year on Sacramento. Halliburton 6th Man of the Year. Wemby back to DPOY. It should be over, honestly. Andrew Tate is Coach of the Year. Zach Edey making 3rd team with the Magic. Tyrese Maxey went to the Bulls. We saw LaMelo, we saw Halliburton, but Anthony Edwards went to the Grizzlies. Cooper Flag left, but that's not a problem for the Sixers, as we still make the playoffs, finishing 4th. The Nets, though, are #1. They only won 52 games. The top 4 teams in the league were all in the Western Conference. The Spurs, 68 wins. That's crazy. This is their roster, in case y'all forgot. You can really call this a big 5. If they don't win, it'll be a massive failure. Sixers lose. That's unfortunate. We lose in the first round again. The Spurs win the championship. They beat the Nets in 6, and so the 2 best teams in each conference faced off in the finals. You love to see it, and it was the 68-win Spurs prevailing. Shout out to this big 5. Mobley is a champion. Wemby just 12 points in the elimination game. Why weren't you shooting more? Darren Williams was a -40. That's outrageous. I noticed the Heat did not make the playoffs, and so LeBron's carry job could not extend the season past the regular season. What a season 2020 was. Evan Mobley is Finals MVP. I want Iguodala retires. Nuggets win a championship. He didn't though. Nets, after losing in the finals, top the power rankings. Oh, but Dwight Howard leaves the Spurs for the Celtics though. He joined Avery Bradley in the Celtics, and so surely that was just a money move, because this is not a team that's going to win. Kyrie Irving joined the Los Angeles Clippers. He is a champion, but the Cavaliers, I don't think, have made it pretty far for the last little while. Edwards and Sengun duo in Memphis. We'll see what happens there. Amen Thompson has been alone this whole time. LeBron's got Ja Morant with him now in Miami. Carmelo's back in Denver. That's hilarious. 2021 season. Kevin Durant is MVP again. Zion is Rookie of the Year on the Pacers. Jazz won 60 games. Second team is almost all drafted players. Dame ruins it. We saw Zion go to the Pacers. Ja go to the Heat. Is that really it? Either it is or I forgot somebody. Sorry, y'all. We finished 2nd. I'm pretty sure that's the highest we've ever been, and this is certainly not the best roster we've had. Shout out Nerlens Noel for carrying hard. If it's not Jazz or Nets, then the league is rigged. The Sixers have still not won a playoff series, so that's unfortunate. And the Jazz win the championship. Great job, y'all. Nets lost Game 7 to the 7th seed Orlando Magic. 7 for 17 for Cooper Flag. 6 of 13 for Wemby. Tough way for them to go out, but shout out Edey and Vucevic. But then the Utah Jazz handled them pretty easily. So shout out Trey Burke, who becomes a legend in this game. Knupel and Sar, 2 more drafted players getting their rings. Shout out Gordon Hayward and his Cantor's in there. Rudy Gobert's in here. 65 overall, but an NBA champion. Another 1 seed win the championship. You love to see it. Sar is finals MVP, shooting 36% from the field, but it was good enough to win. Cousins joins the 76ers. Okay. Beal goes to Detroit. Some interesting free agent signings there. And the Knicks are top of the power rankings again. Just like that, the Spurs seem to have fallen off a cliff. Crazy how things go, but at least they got their ring. KD and Westbrook are still together, but they've only ever won once, I'm pretty sure. It's Nerlens Noel and a 31-year-old DeMarcus Cousins here on Philadelphia now. A team that was a 2nd seed with just Nerlens Noel pretty much. D Rose and Maxey. Solid backcourt with the GOAT Ty Lawson and nobody else. Damian Lillard went to the Celtics, the defending champs overalls in case y'all forgot. Kawhi is now here in Brooklyn, and it's Dwight Howard and Bradley Beal, the duo here in Detroit. 21-22. Victor Wembanyama is MVP for the first time in his career. Luka is Rookie of the Year on the Nuggets. First team. This Donovan Vincent guy is good. 7th overall pick by the Bucks in 2016, so we'll call him Gabe Vincent if that like one playoff series was his whole career. The rookies SGA went to the Grizzlies. Anthony Edwards and somebody else is there, I'm pretty sure. Brunson went to the Raptors. Jaren Jackson went to the Hawks. DeAndre Ayton went to the Kings with LaMelo. Trae Young went to the Suns. I think Stephon Castle is there. Pacers and Pelicans are the 2 top seeds. We went down to 6, and the Sixers went and traded for Steph Curry. Went 44-38 this year. I noticed the Knicks are at 5. That's a shame. They're too good to be finishing 5th. Shout out to the Pacers though. Got rid of Paul George. Now they got Jalen Johnson and Zion with this Eduardo Diaz dude and Isaiah Thomas. Sixers losing the first round again. What do you know? And the Jazz repeat. The Utah Jazz, I believe, are the first team in this sim to repeat. Shout out Michael Kidd-Gilchrist for 25 and 11 in Game 6. Sar at 14 and 15. Knupel at 13 on 2 of 15 shooting, but that doesn't matter. They win it in OT. Rudy Gobert is a 2-time champion. Meanwhile, Draymond has 0 rings in this video. LeBron's Heat actually made it all the way to the conference final, and so shame on the Pacers and the Knicks. I mean, I guess Ja's there now, but this is an atrocious team. Nerlens Noel might mess around and become the new T-Mac, because we have not won a playoff series yet. Trey Burke is finals MVP. Chris Bosh done though. Jeff Teague done. He was on the Knicks. Carmelo done on the Rockets. Gasol, Raptors legend. He retires with the Timberwolves here. The Suns top the power rankings for the first time. Nerlens Noel leaves, thank goodness, because he was not about to win anything here. And so we got Curry here, 34-year-old, 83 overall Curry. He really went to the Bobcats, so not much better. Come on, Nerlens. Derek White went to the Celtics. Great job, 2K, even though he wasn't drafted by them, of course, but he's here. Edwards, Sengun, SGA, and Oladipo here. Grizzlies could be building something. They have only like 3 years to do it, but can they do it? Amen Thompson, Triple J, and Markelle Fultz just got here, I believe. These are your 2-time defending NBA champions. Derrick Rose joins the Lakers, so they've got a big 4. Rose, Wagner, Risa Shea, and J-Dub. Paul George goes to the Magic. His tenure in New York failed, but now he's here in Orlando, who's made the finals and conference finals. They've lost both of them, I'm pretty sure. Cooper Flagg leaves the Nets to go to the Pacers. Leaves one stacked team for another. We'll see if he'll be able to win something over there. This is how Wemby and the Nets look now. Just Wemby and 31-year-old Kawhi. 22-23 season. Kevin Durant stays winning MVP. Derek White is Rookie of the Year. Klay Thompson, 6th man on the Wizards. Sar makes 2nd team. Is this the first time he's done that? Joel Carter, dude, on the Suns. Is this, 2K's version of Embiid? Because he hasn't been drafted yet. Jason Tatum went to the Warriors. Lonzo went to the Trailblazers. Falls to the Hawks. Donovan Mitchell to the Wizards. Bam Adebayo to the Suns. And De'Aaron Fox to the Mavericks. Surprise, surprise, your Philadelphia 76ers completely missed the playoffs. The Cavs up at 1, though, with no Kyrie, because he went to the Clippers years ago now. Dion Waiters, Anthony Bennett, and Brandon Knight leading the way to the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and the 2-time defending champions trying to make it 3. I'd love to see 3. The Jazz three-peat. The Magic lose in the finals again, but this time it's Enes Kanter dropping 18 and 10 to close it out. The Utah Jazz three-peat as champions. Ain't that something? Looks like Gobert wasn't here for this one. They beat the Magic again. Jamie Adams, 71 overall, led their team in scoring Game 6, but it was not enough. Paul George, who just came in here, still cannot get a ring. Alex Sar, finals MVP again. Suns top the power rankings again. They weren't a very high seed though last year, if I remember correctly. Sixers went and drafted Siakam. We'll see what he can do with this awful team. Knupel left the Jazz to join the Cavaliers. Really left 3 rings in a row to go to Cleveland. Not sure why he did that. Does this open up the league for everybody else? New York, maybe? The Mavericks, they have a solid roster here. Luka's been with the Nuggets. They haven't been very good though, but he is Luka. Mobley here on the Spurs with Jimmy. Hassel, Trae Young, Donald Dean, Joel Carter, and Bam Adebayo on the Suns. That's why they're number 1 in the power rankings. We'll see what they do this year. Kevin Durant, another MVP. I feel like Wemby's the only new guy who actually won an MVP. Other than that, it's been LeBron and KD. Jamal went to the Timberwolves and won Rookie of the Year. Drummond another DPOY. So it hasn't been all Wemby like I thought it would be. John Morant making second team. Pretty sure it's the first time that's happened. Luka and Tatum making it as well. Sabonis making it. Simmons went to the Bobcats. Sabonis to the Wizards. Jaylen Brown to the Bucks. Siakam to the Sixers. And DeJounte Murray to the Mavericks. Denver and Cleveland are the 2-1 seeds. What did I tell y'all about Luka? I mean, we've seen it in real life. He doesn't need much. Spurs there back at 2. Wemby and the Nets not in the playoffs. Honestly, anybody in the Western Conference, I'd be fine with seeing them win. I swear if the Bobcats win. And honestly, I don't want to see the Hawks win either. 8 and 7 seeds should never win no championship. The Spurs get another ring. They beat the Cavs in 7, and so unfortunately nobody in the East could overcome Cleveland. They did just pick up Canuple, actually. I honestly forgot about that. But it is the San Antonio Spurs who get their second ring of the Sim, I believe. Evan Mobley, Brandon Jennings, they both won before. Is there anybody new here? I think Jimmy Butler. Yeah, it's his first year here, so shout out Jimmy for getting a ring. 96-83 Game 7 win. Shout out to the Lakers for making the conference final. I'd love to see them win, but I mean, we only have one more year. Brandon Jennings, Finals MVP. Chris Paul retires on the Pistons. Dwight Howard retires on the T-Wolves. LeBron is still here, though. Knicks start the season #1 in the power rankings again. Sixers drafted Devin Booker, and so it's 78 overall Curry, rookie Booker, 88 overall Siakam, and they also got Tobias Harris here as well. Will they make the playoffs in this last season? We'll have to see. Going into the 24-25 season, the Suns still got a great roster here. Can they win, though? OKC always been dangerous, and Kawhi's here too now. Halliburton and Tatum on the Warriors with DeMarcus Cousins. Good job, 2K. Donovan Mitchell here on the Wizards with Sabonis, Towns, and Porter. Klay Thompson. The Clippers, they've clipped this sim as usual. Grizzlies, I'd love to see it in this last year. LeBron's still here to 81. Chet, Scotty, Sarr joined the Knicks. 3-time NBA champion and 2-time Finals MVP Alex Sarr. Could this finally be their year? Poor Wemby is now all alone on the Nets. Cooper Flag, Zion, and Jalen Johnson. They've been underwhelming, I'd say. The Pelicans, they made a finals, but low-key, I'd say they've also been underwhelming. Zach Edey is now on the Rockets with Derek Williams and Harden and the defending champion Spurs. Who will get this last ring? Evan Mobley is the 2025 MVP, probably the most successful creative player in here. Devin Booker wins Rookie of the Year on the Sixers. Jalen Johnson, 6-man. Wemby, another DPOY. Final All-NBA teams, I'll show it to y'all, why not? First team, second team, third team, all defense, second team, all defense. John Morant's on here, and so is Luka, quite the guard selection. And the all-rookie team, Towns went to the Wizards, Porzingis went to the Raptors. The standings in the final year, it's the Spurs with 56 wins, Rockets at 2 at 54, Pacers at 52. How many did the 76ers have? 37 wins, 23rd in the league. The Hawks at 24, come on. Hawks have wasted Amen Thompson's career, for being honest. The Nets are in the process of wasting Wemby's career. It's gone completely off the rails since they made the finals. The Pelicans have also been a disappointing team in this sim. Time for the final playoff run, though. Will the Spurs get another one? Who will get this final ring in 2025? It will be the San Antonio Spurs, who win again. They beat the Cavs again for the second year in a row. So that's ring #3 for Evan Mobley. 16 points, 17 rebounds in the closeout game. And honestly, I think this gives Mobley player of the sim, because his teammates have changed a lot since the first ring compared to, Utah's 3 in a row. But Mobley still leads this team to the same results. Clippers really went and made the conference final for the first time in their history as the 7th seed, but it was not enough. Evan Mobley is the Finals MVP, though, capping off a historic season. Curry retires with the Sixers. LeBron retires with the Heat. We'll check out his career stats. 6-time MVP, 4-time champion in this universe, all with the Heat. All the All-Stars, the first teams, second teams, league leader, all of that, all with Miami outside of, the first stint in Cleveland. Those are his career averages. We'll look at the points. 41,029. Gordon Hayward retires. He's a 3-time champion. Westbrook retires with the Thunder. He's a champ as well. Kevin Love, Westbrook, and LeBron are Hall of Famers. Is Kevin Love a Hall of Famer in real life, actually, y'all? That's a question for you if you made it this far. Let's take a look at the records first, because I always seem to forget them. Nobody broke any single game records. Nobody did anything in the playoffs either. Single season, Derek White has the record for threes made in a season with 361 this past season. Ersan Ilyasova shot 58% from 3 in 2021. Trae Young shot 99% from the line in 2023. Career records, it is LeBron who has the most points all time, Curry with the most threes all time, LeBron with the most minutes and the most games played. Look at the league leaders for scoring. Shout out Kyrie, KD, Derrick Rose, Carmelo, and that is it for the whole sim. Wow. Wow, 4 guys won it this entire time. Rebounds a game, shout out Edie Drummond, Jermaine Hutchinson, Sarr, Joel Carter, Chet Holmgren, Dwight Howard, Mel Johnston, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love. Assists, shout out Lonzo, LaMelo, Damian Lillard, Rondo, Ricky Rubio. Steals, Ricky Rubio, Amen Thompson, Wembanyama, Paul George, Avery Bradley, Oladipo, and Conley. Blocks, Wemby, Chet, Zach Edey. Is that it? No, Ibaka got one. Brook Lopez and Larry Sanders. And minutes per game, Kyrie, Chet, Wemby, LeBron, Rondo, and Darren Williams. Now for season awards, the MVP year by year. Shout out to KD for 7 MVPs. Y'all saw the rookies. Y'all didn't see all the 6 men. Here they are. Jalen Johnson, Derek Favors, Klay Thompson, Tristan Thompson, Pete Wallace, Halliburton, Sarr, Anthony Randolph, Jeremy Lin, J.R. Smith, and Ishmael Smith. I have no idea who this is. That totally might be a 2K creative play because I've never seen that name before. DPOY, it was Drummond, AD, Drummond, Wemby, Dwight Howard, Wemby, Drummond, Wemby, Drummond, Wemby. Most improved, if y'all care about this, here you go. And now finally, for the champions, starting in 2014, LeBron and the Heat capped off a 3-peat. Then Jeremy Lin and the Rockets beat them the next year. Kyrie and the Cavs beat the Timberwolves in 5. The GOAT Ty Lawson and the Nuggets beat the Wizards in 7. KD and OKC beat the Cavs in 5. Miami then beat the Pelicans in 5. Mario Chalmers Finals MVP. The very year Carmelo left was the year the Heat got back on top. Evan Mobley and the Spurs gained their first title, beating the Nets, Wemby and the Nets in 6. Then the Utah Jazz went and 3-peated. They beat the Magic all 3 times. Sarr with 2 Finals MVPs and Trey Burke, and then the Spurs get a repeat of themselves, beating the Cavs both times. Brandon Jennings and then Mobley getting the Finals MVPs. So teams of the sim, obviously the Spurs and the Jazz. But yeah, here are KD's career stats in case y'all are wondering. These are all his averages: 26, nearly 8 a game, 48, 39, 90 shooting, 37,628 points. Mobley's career stats, sim GOAT I'd say, whether Kawhi was his teammate or I don't even know who his teammate is now, but either way he's winning championships all the time. MVP, 3-time champ, 6-time All-Star. Shout out to him. Zach Edey had some great years on the Magic. Lost 3 NBA Finals. At least he's a 6-time All-Star though. 4-time All-NBA. Con Canuple. I'm gonna be very honest. In real life, I hadn't heard of this dude until like a few days ago because I was not watching the Hornets like that. But this dude's balling in real life, and he balled out in this sim. 3-time champion, 1-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year. Anthony Edwards couldn't do anything with Memphis in these 6 years he's had. Amen Thompson though, his career was wasted by these damn Atlanta Hawks. He was great. Individually, 9-time All-Star. Y'all see it. 8-time All-NBA. He's terrific. All defense. Hawks barely made the playoffs. Barely won any series. The damn Knicks were a disappointment. Sarr wasn't though. He won with the Jazz, of course. These were his career stats. 3-time champ. 3-time All-NBA. The Lakers, I wish they won, but they couldn't get it done. The Mavericks, relatively, they're pretty young. And Wemby and the Nets, they made 1 finals and lost in the conference finals the year after. And then after that, it was all downhill. These are his stats though. His playoff numbers honestly weren't too crazy when, you know, I checked out the box scores, but he's Victor Wembanyama. He's MVP, 9-time All-Star, 8-time All-NBA, 1-time second team. All of these awards, DPOY, but could not get that ring. Shout out Luka, first team All-NBA this past season. Cooper Flag, he was on the Nets, then he left. Of course, he started his career in Philadelphia. Never won anything though. 9-time All-Star. AD and the Pelicans, they were a disappointment. But yeah, y'all, that was 2K14, but NBA history is reversed. Reverse the draft class, and Mobley and the Spurs are the best team in the league, getting 3 rings. Canuple, Sarr, and the Jazz also got 3 rings. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you did like it, like, subscribe, comment to the channel. On the road to 10K subs, so if you want more banger videos like this, let me know. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.